This wealthy woman tasted a dish that was simply cold water soaked with potatoes. Then she tasted a foul-smelling, stinky tofu sausage. Even more shocking was that the filling inside this restaurant's bread was actually live lobster. Seeing this, the wealthy woman finally couldn't take it anymore. Looking at those bland dishes, I couldn't help but laugh out loud. I claimed that even my dog food was more delicious than this, but I didn't know that global culinary skills had regressed 100-fold by then. Even the simplest cold water-soaked potatoes was considered a rare delicacy. However, only my cooking skills remained unaffected. But at that moment, a chef claimed that these dishes had taken him 10 years to learn. Hearing this, I laughed out loud. The restaurant chefs, upon hearing this, thought I was belittling their skills and became furious. Seeing this, I originally wanted to leave the place quickly, but the chefs declared that if I couldn't make a more delicious dish, they would make me pay the price. At this point, I had no choice but to demonstrate my cooking skills on the spot. Since I didn't know about the global decline in culinary skills, I carefully picked up a potato and was just about to peel it. But the chefs immediately accused me of wasting ingredients because they had never heard of peeling potatoes. Flustered, I quickly cut the potato into thin shreds. I quickly heated the pan with oil. Soon, I made a delicious dish of sour and spicy shredded potatoes. After tasting it, the chefs were all shocked by its flavor. Seeing the curious looks on their faces, the wealthy woman took a bite of the shredded potatoes. The next second, she praised me as the contemporary culinary god. Before I could even react, the wealthy woman took out $3 million to buy the patent for the sour and spicy shredded potatoes. Seeing the stack of cash in front of me, I was very happy. The wealthy woman's restaurant hadn't won a culinary championship for many years. Then she asked me to follow her to her office to discuss. She requested that I participate in tomorrow's culinary god competition. If I won, she would marry me. Looking at such a beautiful, wealthy woman, I immediately agreed. Soon, I followed the wealthy woman to participate in the cooking competition. But unexpectedly, my opponent was my ex-girlfriend, who had abandoned me before. I was determined to defeat her. Soon, the competition began. However, the topic of the competition was to make a delicious loaf of bread. But bread was the specialty of my ex-girlfriend. Everyone thought I would definitely lose to her, but at that moment, the wealthy woman gently encouraged me not to panic. However, a rich man beside us mocked me. He said that without 10 years of cooking experience, it was impossible to make good bread. These mocking words made me very angry. Then, I demonstrated my profound kneading techniques. Everyone was stunned by my skill. Then, I put a meat filling inside the bread. I placed it in a steamer to cook. Soon, my ex-girlfriend finished making her bread soup. After tasting it, the judges immediately praised it. They said this dish could even be listed among the top 10 global delicacies. Then, I presented my bread to the judges. Looking at the unremarkable bread, everyone showed disdainful expressions. It wasn't until the judges tasted it that they stood up in shock. They loudly announced that this was the most delicious bread they had ever eaten. Even my ex-girlfriend never expected that I could make such delicious bread. In the end, I was awarded the gold medal and became the champion of this culinary god competition. I was bestowed the title of contemporary culinary god, and I successfully married the beautiful, wealthy woman.